1046 here on WILK. Joe from Pittston wanted to chime in earlier about the Catholic religion. We were talking about how there were subpoenas sent out around the state to get more information from some secret files. And I asked the question, like, what's going to happen with the Catholic Church 5, 10, 20 years down the road, at least here in America? Joe, what did you want to add to this? And first, thank you for calling. Thank you for calling.
I'd like to tell you, what do you hope happens within the next 5 years?
What do I hope happens?
Yeah, what do you hope that happens?
I would say this. I don't have necessarily a hope for anything good or bad for the religion. I just hope there's no more abuse. That's it. You know, if the religion, I'm not trying to say the religion should die or anything. I'm just saying I wish they could hit a reset button. I just don't know if it could happen. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think what's going to happen, if you want me to make a prediction, I think you're going to see over the next 20 years, you're going to see membership and people who identify themselves as Catholic going down. I believe that's going to happen. Even more so.
That's a good thing. I hope no other children get hurt. Can I ask you your religion? What's your
I am nothing.
religion?
I am nothing at all.
You have no religion?
No, I'm open-minded to all sorts of things faith-based, but I don't practice anything. My kids are Catholic. I don't have a problem with that. I can debate with the best.
You had to come from something. You had to have a background of religion. Your parents had to have a religion.
Yeah, I mean, it was Jewish, but I never really did anything with it other than have a horrible childhood because I never had Christmas growing up. It sucked.
Yeah, I thought you were Jewish. I figured that for a while. No, I could tell the way you carried on since you came.
Well, hang on a second. Hang on. What do you mean you could tell by the way I carried on?
Well, I could just tell.
Well, how could you tell?
And that's what I figured all along since you started this show.
Okay, but how could you tell, though?
I could just tell because I've been around.
Okay, I don't understand how you could tell.
No, it's just not to understand. Just that some people you could just tell that feeling, that back offish.
The what?
Like some people just back off stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, it's very noticeable.
Interesting. Right? Yeah, I mean, look.
Very interesting. It's very interesting because I know when I asked you, I knew I was right.
Oh, okay. I usually don't talk about it, but I never.
That's all right. That's you should be proud of what you are.
I'm not really proud or not proud. I just don't really talk about it. It's not like an important part of my life. I've talked about it.
Well, it just fits into how you feel. I could feel it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'll be honest. That's a first.
I know people.
Okay. So do I. I know people.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Thank you for calling.
Sure. Very good. I'm glad you're honest with yourself.
Okay. Thank you. I don't know what the hell just happened there. I don't know if I should be offended by that. I don't know if I really have no idea. Like, it's not that I'm embarrassed. I just don't really identify with any religion. I'm open kind of sort of to everything. That's weird, that whole thing. That was a very, very weird call.
I'm in here thinking like, hey, Joe, you got a tattoo? I figured.
No, yeah.
I could hear it in the way you talk.
I've never, oh, good God, I don't even know. Man, what else can you guys tell about me? Make other predictions. Call in. I'm kind of curious. What other vibes am I giving off?
This is the Jason Barsky Show.
Rarely have we had an experience like it.
On News Talk Radio, WILK.
And it certainly is not good.
All right, it's 10:54 here on WILK. Wow, that was probably the strangest phone call I've ever had in 25 years on the radio. If you missed it, a guy called up and started asking me what my religion was. And when I told him I didn't have one, he pressed me. He's like, well, you had to be born something. And I just said, well, my family was Jewish. I just never really practiced it. Still don't. I don't have a problem with it. It's personal choice, And he's like, I knew you were a Jew. I could tell by the way you speak, or something like that. I heard it, and I knew. And I'm making him sound more of like a redneck than he did, but that's just how I hear it in my head. And look, this does not open the doors for you guys to just tell me, oh, I could tell by your voice. This person thinks this is acceptable. Jason, I know people. I've listened to the way you talk. I knew you were raised by wolves. You don't even have to admit it. All my secrets are going to come out. Then this text, I still have no idea if this person's joking, just says, a perv, semi-porn addict, and no moral authority in your life. Sad. I don't know if that text was directed at me or he mistakenly, or that person mistakenly texted to us instead of the friend who asked him this question. Use 3 things to describe yourself and your current mood. All right, let's talk to Bernie. Bernie from Scranton. Bernie, what's up?
All right, Jason, I have some questions for you.
Oh, boy.
Do you enjoy kreplach?
I don't even know what that is. It's like a soup, right?
No, it's a pastry. Do you enjoy matzah?
Not really.
No, my mother is matzah. She loves matzah.
No.
Were you ever told you're Meshuggah?
I've heard it, but I honestly, I know it's a Yiddish word, but I don't know what it
It
means.
means crazy.
Oh, I've heard it. I know people who used it.
Uh-huh. And, well, then I guess I would say you're a confused Jewish person. But anyway, I had a laugh at that caller. Jason, I apologize for people. Well, first of all, let me preface it by saying I had people on my mom's side that were of the Jewish faith.
Yeah.
And they had converted, or they were. And I'm like a Mongol. I'm Catholic, Episcopalian. But anyway, I went to many bars mitzvahs, bar mitzvahs, and yes, there are zealot Catholics, and there are the Reformed and Orthodox Jews. So what he was going after, I didn't quite get, but it shouldn't matter of what you are. And I thought I just wanted to apologize to you because I had people who were German Jews, and excuse me, it was a tough period. And this whole thing, no matter what, it just bothers me. I thought that type of business was over with.
Well, look, here's the thing. You don't need to apologize for anyone.
I'm sorry for.
No, it's okay.
I'm just saying to you, I feel bad.
I got a message. Someone who heard it was like, "How did you stay calm during that?" And I was like, "Because sometimes when you let people just put that stuff out there, everyone draws their own conclusion, and it's usually the way you feel." So there was.
First day. In other words, understand, and that's what you do. You try to understand, and that's another use term. First day. And that's what it comes under. You try to understand people.
I try.
But you try. And everybody has their moment of fame, I guess, Jason. Yeah. But anyway.
Now, here's my imitation, by the way, of here's my imitation of him answering the phone at his house, okay? It's just theater of the mind. So the phone rings, ring, and he answers the phone and goes, "Hello? Yeah, it's me. Who's this?" And they go, "Steve." And he goes, "Episcopalian. I knew it. Next call." Yeah. Hey, Bernie, listen, thank you for calling.
Well,
okay?
Mazel tov and shalom.
Stop talking with these. Oh, that's a goodbye, or it's goodbye and hello. It's like aloha, right?
Right, and good fortune, right?
Good fortune.
Mazel tov.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
And shalom to you.
Well,
bye-bye, Jason.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. This text, ignore those nasty comments. I always said from the beginning, you sounded like Howard Stern. Doesn't mean you sounded Jewish. I really don't even know where to start. We have 1 hour to go, and then I'm going to go do some Jewish stuff, I guess, because that's now who I am. I'm the Jewish guy because, I sound that way. Oi! Is that good? Oh. It's ridiculous. If you weren't listening, God, when was that? Was that before the Bloomberg Market Minute? So it was, okay, so we're talking, it was around 10:45. For those who missed it, Joe started talking about the Catholic Church and then asked me what my religion was, to which I responded, I don't really have one. Oh, you have it. Okay, so we can actually hear what he said here.
You had to come from something. You had to have a background of religion. Your parents had to have a religion.
Yeah, I mean, it was Jewish, but I never really did anything with it other than have a horrible childhood because I never had Christmas growing up. It sucked.
Yeah, I thought you were Jewish. I figured that for a while. I could tell the way you carried on since you came.
Well, hang on a second. Hang on. What do you mean you could tell by the way I carried on?
Well, I could just tell.
Well, how could you tell?
And that's what I figured all along since you started this show.
Okay, but how could you tell, though?
I could just tell because I've been around.
Okay, I don't understand how you could tell.
No, it's just not to understand. Just that some people you could just tell that feeling, that back off.
The what?
Like you're back. Like some people just back off stuff.
All right, we can you can stop it for right now. Again, that was the call, and a couple texts. Facebook messages I received, like, how did you stay so calm during that? I don't know. It was just surprising, and I don't know the intentions there. I mean, for all I know, maybe, just maybe, I'm just speculating, because everyone's saying it's anti-Semitic and it's hateful, but just saying you sound Jewish, or I asked what you were because he said at one point, I knew I was right. Does that necessarily mean he's hateful? Or look, I'm going to give you a very strange hypothetical, okay? Hypothetically, some guy calls up and goes, I've heard you speak. Tell me what religion you are. And I tell him, and he goes, I knew it. And then we come to find out that guy traveled the circus for many years, and there was someone who guessed weights and someone who guessed ages, and he guessed religions. And that was his skill. And maybe it's just like, I knew it because I'm good. You don't win a prize, sir. You win nothing. Look, that could be it. Hang on, let's talk to AJ. AJ, oh, God, now you can tell something about me by listening as well?
Yeah, I could tell you're a non-smoker.
How do you know?
Because your voice is very clear, and you don't cough.
Oh, yeah, I have a button here. Listen, this is what it sounds like. I coughed. You didn't even hear me.
No. See, your voice is very clear. You don't cough, and you don't sound like me because I'm a smoker.
Well, all right. I mean, you're right. So now are you calling to try to be funny or to be like, hey, give that guy a break? It's obvious. You sound like something.
Well, you know what? I think we should play a game here. I think we should see what everybody could tell by Jason's voice of what he's doing or why.
Tell me this, AJ. Be honest. Do you think what he was saying was hateful? I mean, everyone jumped to that conclusion, but or could he just be curious? And that's like a game he plays with everybody. Think he goes into the bank and goes, Protestant, and they go,
I'll give you an example of something. You could tell, like, if somebody's from New York, like, say, hey, man, let's get some beer or something, man.
I get it.
And you could tell, like, somebody's from Jersey, hey, there's sharks in the water.
All right, where am I from?
Oh, you're from Scranton, man.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah. No, be serious. Where am I really from? Born and raised where?
Scranton.
No.
Really?
Jersey.
Oh, wow.
Go figure.
Go figure. And you don't even have that voice. Like, yeah, man, there's sharks in the water.
Listen, you got to get yourself your own show, okay?
Okay.
I appreciate it. And quit smoking. I don't know if you heard it. It's bad. It's not good for you.
And I could tell you're a non-drinker, too.
I drink a little bit, not much.
Oh, really?
And I've talked about that. That's not fair. But I've also talked about being from Jersey. Oh, sorry, AJ. Roberta from Kingston. Oh, God. What did you want to say?
Well, you made it very clear in the beginning that you spell your name S-K-Y, and S-K-I, you would be Polish, and S-K-Y, Jewish, because I had a neighbor that spelled his name S-K-Y, and he was Jewish. But it doesn't matter at all what you are. We love you.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. But again, I do have Polish, and like half Polish, so...
Do you? Well, you made it very clear quite a few times that you spell. Don't forget, I spell my name S-K-Y, so it must mean something to you.
Well, no, I just do that so nobody, people trying to find me on Facebook, S-K-Y. I wasn't like, I didn't do that for any sort of personal pride. It was just to help people spell it, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah,
we love you. Keep up the good work.
Well, hey, I really appreciate that. Again, do you think that guy was being hateful?
I don't, a little bit.
Thank you for the phone call, okay?
All right,
appreciate
bye-bye.
it. Uh-oh, Kat's here. This is always interesting. Kat?
Yeah, I guess she was Russian. I really did.
Is this what we're doing now, Kat?
Well, I don't know, but I was born Irish Catholic.
Yeah.
And my father was Protestant, and I married a Jew. and I was around Mennonites for like 25 years.
Yeah?
Yeah, so like on a farm in another state. So the way I look at it, I'm a gypsy.
Well, you know what? I knew that by the sound of your voice.
But I guess just Russian.
Well, you know what? Guess what? My great-grandfather escaped Russia.
There you go.
Yeah, how about that? You're onto something. All right, coming up in our next segment, guess my shoe size. All right, there goes Kat. By far, that was one of the weirdest phone calls. Not Kat, but that call before. Yeah. Rich from Plains, one more call on this for right now. If it keeps coming up, it's funny. Rich, how are you?
I'm doing good, Jason. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. My big secret's been outed that I didn't know was a secret.
Nothing. I'll tell you right now. Okay, my name ends in SKY also.
You know what that tells me? That Roberta thinks you're Jewish.
Oh, absolutely.
Are you?
Oh, that's true. That's
Oh,
true.
my God.
There are people that do believe I'm Jewish, but I'm as Catholic as the Pope is, and I'm as Polish as you can get. I'm 98% Polish.
Hey, you're so Polish, you don't even realize you're Jewish. Hey,
this is true.
No, I
but
don't know
I'll tell you the truth, though.
Yeah,
the way that happened, it happened all the way back around 1500s. Okay, in Poland, because the Jewish population in Poland wanted to be recognized as Polish surnames, okay? But the Polish government at the time said, okay, we'll grant you Polish surnames, but not in SKI. Okay, SKI means son of in Polish. Now, so basically they said you can have SKY, and it can be pronounced as a ski.
Interesting. I never heard that before.
That's how it happened.
So essentially, that's like that was like the equivalent back then to like the population growth in some cities and states where they're like, oh my God, too many people. We need a new area code. So like, I'll get it. You guys, there's too many. We're running out of numbers. Now you are a 530. And you're like, whoa, crazy. So it's like handing out area codes, but with letters.
Yeah, that's you can make that analogy, but that's where it came from. It came from like 500 years ago.
Well, I never heard that before. It's interesting, and thank you.
You're welcome, Jason.